把这个时间呢转交给我们今天晚上的这个特别嘉宾。那这位特别嘉宾呢，他来自美国纽约 ，OK， 那他的名字叫做Julio Acosta 胡利奥这个阿科斯塔 ，OK， 阿科斯塔。那他呢24岁的时候，他在纽约是一个酒店经理，然后呢过着一个很平凡的生活，但是他不就是说叫什么？他不安于现状，他一直想寻找他梦想的事业平台。所以很凑巧的，他就碰到了 Worldventures。那他24岁加入了 Worldventures 呢，他今年才32岁，各位才8年的时间，他已经是我们的双 IMD， 就是说他不是达到1次的 IMD， 他是达到2次的 IMD， 他有2次的 IMD 的成绩，2个账号，也就是他的收入呢是双倍，普通 IMD 的双倍。然后他呢也拿到了这个戒指，叫做100万美金年收入的戒指。所以大家想不想听一下他的精彩故事？想听的请回复一下。想听在聊天功能想不想听 ？OK， 所以听清楚他的故事，因为他的故事非常的精彩，他也会给大家很多很宝贵的这个知识他是怎么做到的 ？OK， 所以我们现在马上开始 ，OK， 马上开始。
Right now, just first and foremost, I want to say thank you to Dennis for putting this together. It's incredible to be able to connect with you guys on the other side of the world, and I would have never in a million years imagined myself being on a webinar with the great Dennis Bay from Asia. It's been a crazy ride. We've been having so much fun. We've been making so much money, and life's been incredible for the last 7.5 years since I joined this thing. Dennis, you are the man. I guess I'll start a little bit with my story. When I first saw this business, I'd never done anything like this before. I'd never, ran my own business. I was a hotel manager, and life was good, but I was looking for the next level. And I got really excited about, being able to travel the world and make an income from sharing that idea with other people. And so my first weekend that I got involved with the business, I shared it with about 36 people. And, I wasn't the fastest guy. I wasn't the person that, got the most immediate results, but I was definitely one of the most committed and disciplined people when it came to building this thing and, really taking it to the top, because I told myself this, that it's like, if I can have $1 million opportunity, I was not going to let it slip between my hands. And so my first weekend, I showed 36 people. Out of those 36 people, I signed up maybe 5. Then I got my 6th one on a Monday. I remember when I first showed it to my mom and my brother and my sisters, they all thought I was crazy. And, they all told me no. And I said, man, you're dead to me. You guys all suck. And I got really emotional about it. But, I still got my referrals in. I ended up waiving my fees, and I ended up making, a few $100 at that point. And so I just realized that if I can make a little bit of money, I can make a lot. I kept digging, kept going, went to my first training, took my friends with me, took my wife actually took me with her because she signed me up. And funny story with that too. When my wife first saw the information, she got excited about it, and I needed to kind of think a little bit more on it. But she said, I'm going to do this with or without you. So she ended up signing up and signed me up after. So my wife is my upline, and that's pretty cool. So I kept going, went to my first training event. I came back from that training event on fire. That training event was called Momentum. It was in January. I got started in October. And when I saw other people in this company that were crushing the business, when I saw people in this company that, had stories like mine, that they came from no professional network marketing background, when I met people that were just regular Joes, I mean, people that worked regular jobs, people that, came from regular educational backgrounds and things of that sort, but they were making a killing and living full time, I was like, nah, man, I got to do this too. So I got excited, and again, very high volume. I came home, and within a 2-month period, I got 466 no's before I got another yes. And sometimes people think I'm crazy, or they think that, going through 400 no's is too much. But you got to think to yourself, if we're going to build a massive organization, if you're going to build a massive membership base with the best travel club on the face of the planet, you're going to have to talk to a lot of people. And if all you needed was 3,000 customers at that time, which now with our platinum product, all you need is 1,500 customers, is half the work. I just knew that if I was going to get 3,000, I was going to have to get at least 3,000 people in front of the information. So I kept digging, man, and I got excited, and I kept going. 460 no's later, I got a yes, and I got more no's. then I got a yes, then I got more no's, then I got a yes, and I got more no's. Guys, you're going to get more no's and you're going to get yeses, but trust me, the power of the yes outweighs. One yes is better than is going to outweigh 1,000 no's, you know? So I just kept going, and my first year wasn't the fastest year, but I hit senior rep in that year. My second year, I went all the way up to NMD, which is National Marketing Director in our business. 2 years and 5 months into the business, I hit International Marketing Director, where my average income was as it reflects here on the income disclosure statement. And my life totally transformed. I mean, in 18 months, I was able to retire from my job with a 6-figure income. I didn't need to work for anybody ever again. I will never have a boss ever again besides my wife. And 2 years and 5 months into the business, hit the top rank of the company, International Marketing Director, became the first International Marketing Director out of New York City. But what makes me even prouder is that I was the first, but I definitely wasn't the last. I've seen other people come by, hit IMD after, then another IMD, then another IMD, then another IMD. And man, New York has been killing it ever since. I moved down to Florida, and here I am, Florida. Got the pool, the house paid for, my car bonus paid for, and all the cool stuff. Got the Lamborghini paid for by the company, got the house bonus paid for by the company. And when I came down here, I started building it again. I mean, we have a global business. Yeah, we have a global business. We have a business that runs, you know, you can work it 24 hours. You can work it 7 days a week. You can work it through holidays. You can work it anywhere in the planet. You can work at different time zones. So literally, like, this is a place where you can grow as big as you want to grow, as fast as you want to grow it. And came down to Florida and started bringing on people. You know, I sponsored a few people. We sponsored a few people from Florida. Between my team in Florida and New York, I sponsored about 80 new people on my second center. And from there, that second center hit International Marketing Director. I became the first International Marketing Director living down here in Florida. And it's been a cool ride, man. I mean, I'm on my third center now. I'm building another center again. You know, people ask me, like, why do you keep building centers? Like, why don't you just, like, you know, ride off into the sunset, you know? And I'm like, well, one, I love what I do, right? That's one big thing. I think it's obvious to everyone is I really love what I do. And then two, I know that Dennis can relate, man. If you can give yourself a raise every month, would you or would you not do it? You know, especially at 32 years old. Like, when I first saw this business, I was 24 years old. Today I'm 32 years old. I've been living full time for, you know, some time now, raising my children full time. You know, I have a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. If there's one thing that's going to happen to you guys, you know, I'll warn you guys now, you will make some dream trip babies, okay? So I started off with 1 baby, now I got 3. So, you know, it's been an awesome ride. I mean, it's been an incredible ride, and we're just getting started. We are just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. Literally, it's just the beginning. I mean, I saw, you know, some of the updates that they made with the new compensation plan. This is literally like, what, less than 2 weeks ago. We just changed up the entire compensation plan. It's so much more powerful than it was when I first got started. It's so much more, the product is so much sexier than it used to be. It's just so much better, man. I mean, I did a training yesterday, and Dennis, I'll send it over to you so you can look at it. I put it up on YouTube on a private link, but I'll send it to you so you can share it with the rest of the world. But I did a training on how you know, we're in network marketing, and so a lot of what we build, there's a lot of duplication. You know, I put in about 200 personal sales in the last 8 years, and my team has grown to about 100,000. And, you know, Dennis just mentioned he put in 46, and he's had a couple 100,000, almost 1 million members come through his organization, which is crazy. But I did a training on what if all you did was make 2 sales a week? You know, if all you did was make 2 sales a week, 2 platinum sales a week with our new compensation plan, you can build a full-time income, you know, and I'm talking about with no duplication. I'm talking about with no, you know, big leadership or big explosions happening in your business. I'm talking about you don't take anyone with you to training. You don't take anyone with you on a trip. You have no one in your organization who wants to go out there and share the information besides you. If all you do is make 2 sales a week, you can build a solid part-time income or a nice full-time income for many of you guys. And that video that I did the training on, it's pretty solid. I mean, not many other people can say that kind of stuff. And again, we have a product here that's never going to get old. It's never going to, you know, expire. You're never going to get bored. of it. It's never going to be uncool. It's always going to be the coolest thing. I'm seeing, you know, Dennis is in the Maldives, and I'm like, man, I haven't been there yet. I want to go now, you know, and I'm sure that I've been to some places that Dennis hasn't been to also. And man, why can't we go together? You know, so it's pretty cool. You know, in December, me, some of the leaders from South Africa, some of the leaders from the US, some of the leaders from Cyprus and Australia, we're all going to go to Dubai together, you know, and that's something that, again, I would have never imagined having friends all over the world the way that I have friends today, because of this company and because of, you know, our one team, one dream, you know, mantra, I guess, you know. So I'll tell you guys this, you know, this is the most important thing that I wanted to kind of train you guys on, you know, as far as mindset is concerned. You got to realize that, again, like I said earlier, you're going to always get more no's than you're going to get yeses. But you have to realize that one good yes is going to be way better than 1,000 no's that you can go get. The thing is, sometimes we get distracted, you know, we get discouraged when we get rejected and things of that sort. But you got to think to yourself, and you got to put, you know, mindset in place. What are they actually telling you no on? You know, what are you actually being rejected on? Going to the Maldives, you know, going to Singapore and staying at the Marina Bay Sands? Like, what are you actually being rejected on? Like, if you were giving someone $100 bill and they told you no, would you feel bad about that? You know, would you feel rejected? Would you feel sad? If you tried to give someone $100 bill and they told you no, would you feel, you know, in any sort of way embarrassed or small or belittled? No, you wouldn't. You know, we're giving them something better than giving them cash. We're giving them a memory that's going to stick with them for the rest of their lives. Guys, I will never forget what it felt like to be at the Marina Bay Sands on the 50-something floor, poolside, taking pictures with my wife and having drinks and appetizers. I'll never forget what it was like to go to Tokyo and go-karting dressed up like Mario. My wife is dressed up like Luigi, and we're go-karting around Tokyo, the entire city. I'll never forget what it was to be in Morocco or to be in Budapest, to be in Romania with my friends. I've traveled all over the world. I've been on over 200 vacations around the planet, and all I'm doing literally is just sharing this concept with people over and over and over and over again. We will one day have over 2 billion users, and I use the 2 billion number because Facebook has over 2 billion members, and I think we have a better opportunity here than Facebook. One, because I've never gotten a check from Facebook, right? And two, we have something that connects people better here than just liking each other's pictures. You know, I heard a smart guy say one day, he's actually on my team, he said, do you want to be the person who's liking the pictures, or do you want to be the person in the pictures that's being liked? You know, and that's what we do here. When I first got involved in this thing, I realized this. I heard this from Dr. David Peach, the fastest international marketing director in the US. He did it in 10 months and 5 days. And he said this, he said the average person, when they join, they get usually 3 sales out of every 10 that they expose. Because the average person who joins makes 3 sales out of every 10 that they join, out of every 10 that they expose. So I told myself, okay, I need 3,000 people, 3,000 members in my organization in order for me to hit the top rank of the company, where I can average $50,000 a month. I said, okay, cool. So what that means is that I need to expose 10,000 folks as soon as humanly possible. And so I came up with a number in my head. I said, okay, if I did the calculation. I said, if I expose 16 people a day, I can expose around 10,000 people in the next 2 years. And I got excited about that. You know, I got excited about that. So I said, okay, I didn't really depend on, you know, who was going to show up. I just knew that if I did my part, the other part would kind of fall into place. And so I started exposing 3 out of 10, 3 out of 10, started exposing 3 out of 10, started exposing 3 out of 10. I kept digging, I kept digging, I kept digging. I sponsored Jay Peso. Jay Peso is a rock star, but also, so I tell people, man, like sometimes you'll expose a rock star, but if you're not ready for that rock star, they may not perform at the level that they could, because you need to be in motion, you know? So when I exposed Jay, Jay was one of my, you know, 16 personals that I was showing for that day. He was just one of the people that said yes and decided to get involved, and he was on the same note as I was. He is an international marketing director also, which has been cool to see that too. So I did that, 16 a day, every day. That was my deal. I was doing travel parties. I was doing one-on-ones, two-on-ones. I was exposing people via, you know, video links, doing PowerPoints, doing all kinds of things that I can do to just get people in front of the information. I detached myself from anyone's decision to say yes or say no. Because I've gotten yeses where people didn't do anything after, you know, and I've gotten no's where people have come back to me and gotten started and gone up there and blown up the business, like people like my friend Sweets. So for me, I didn't get attached to any yes or any no. I don't really get attached to any decision until someone actually does something in the business where they duplicate. So I did that, came down New York, and I ended up doing the IMD in 2 years and 5 months, you know, and like I said, I was saying if I show 16 people a day for 2 years, I'll show over 10,000, I'll get 3,000 in my organization. And I hit IMD in 2 years and 5 months. So I was pretty close to the math. You know, and I didn't even make that decision until I heard David Peach say it about 8 months into the business. My second center, when I came down to Florida, it was the same thing. Me living in Florida, guys, just so you guys understand this, it's the equivalent of me moving to Hong Kong, in the sense that I have nobody that I knew down here. It was totally cold market. There was nobody that I had gone to school with down here, nobody that I worked with down here. I was meeting people at the gym. I was meeting people at the mall. I was meeting people through social media. I was meeting people, my waiters at the restaurants. I was meeting somebody at the gas station, just complimenting their car, complimenting their shoes. I was meeting people at the coffee shop and just connecting with them there. I was meeting people at the mall when I was shopping, you know, people who worked at the mall, people who managed the stores at the mall, people who were just walking to the mall. I had the 3-foot rule. Anyone who was within 3 feet of me, I would smile and I would make that person my friend. I was open to dialogue. I was open to conversation. I was open to just saying hello. You know, people don't realize how simple a quick, you know, good morning, how are you goes. And that was really my deal. You know, just really smiling and meeting people and saying hello and being around. And I ended up putting a bunch of personals in. I sponsored a few people who took action. And we duplicated, you know, I started building with them in their living rooms and then eventually built a little bit bigger and international marketing director in about 3 years. So in my first 5.5 years, I hit international marketing director 2 times. My first 5.5 years, I went from 0 to over $1 million in 12 months of commissions because of this business and because of the duplication and because of, you know, what we have here. So, you know, just a cool thing, man. It's a really cool thing to know is that, you know, I was actually talking about this yesterday, and this is a little bit off subject as far as the nuts and bolts of building this business, but I want you guys to feel me on this. I want you guys to understand this part of my life right here, and I wish this for you guys. I wish this for you guys, okay? There is nothing more beautiful. There's nothing more poetic. There's nothing more exciting and nothing more posture building, I guess, than being somewhere and doing something that you know you love and you intend on doing for the rest of your life. You know, I meet so many people that are just lost and they're trying to figure out what to do next and, you know, where they're going to go, what's the next thing. And especially with entrepreneurs, they're kind of like jumping from one business to another business to another business to another business. And they end up being, you know, 50, 60 years old. And, you know, now they're still lost trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives. For me, guys, for me, for my family, for my friends, for my teammates, for Team No Sleep, for us, like for the guys that are here, we feel like we're home. You know, we're gonna travel, we're gonna make money, we're gonna see the world together for the rest of our lives. We're never, ever, ever. There's nothing else that's gonna go out there. We're gonna go out there to do because there's nothing that's gonna top what we do right now. There's nothing that's gonna, you know, bring us the kind of joy, fulfillment, and financial freedom that this brings here. And it's just a beautiful thing to have, man, to be able to wake up in the morning and know that this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, to go to bed at night knowing that this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life, knowing who you are, knowing what you got. Man, I can't, I said it the other day, I can't wait to sign up my son. My son is 5 years old, and I can't wait to sign him up so he can be the youngest double IMD in the Worldventures history. You know, I can't wait to sign my daughter up. I can't wait to sign my other daughter up. You know, I got 3 of them, so there goes my 3 lines of lineage for my next IMD center when I go 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 times IMD. I'm going to build this business forever. I'm going to build this business globally. I'm going to build this business with friends and family and people like Dennis, and people like, you know, some of the other leaders, Erwin, and guys, this is a deal. You know, this is the deal. If you find yourself in a place where you just want more, you want the next level, whether it's money, whether it's happiness, whether it's, you know, friendships, whether it's exploring the planet, whatever it is that you're looking for, you can find it all here with Worldventures. And all you got to do is make a decision to say yes. Okay. That's all you got to do. Make a decision to say yes to more, yes to the next level, yes to learning, yes to growing, and just show up at one of the next events, man, and connect with one of the leaders connect with one of the reps and, you know, collect stories, man. Just meet with people and talk to them and find out their experiences. And, you know, I'm telling you, man, I've been doing this for 8 years, and I say it all the time. The only thing I've done longer than 6 years has been my wife in high school, right? and I'm here, you know. So without further ado, man, I'd love to pass this back to Dennis. I mean, I can walk around and show you guys, you know, the fruits of my labor, but, you know, I think you guys get it, man. If you guys follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is @thisisjune. You guys will see me post just life on there. You know, you see me post life stuff, and life just meaning, you know, the things that were, you know, I heard a quote a while ago. It said the goal is to make the things that are extraordinary today in your life, to make them ordinary tomorrow in your life. And to me, guys, I'm telling you, like, driving a Lamborghini every day is normal to me now. Thank God. You know, waking up in my big home every morning and having a movie theater in my house, and instead of walking to the gym, I walk to the other side of my house and go to the gym that's in my house. These are all regular things in my life today. Thank God, thank Worldventures, thank Wayne Nugent, thank the leadership, thank everything that we have going on here. And I'm telling you, with every fiber of my being, with everything inside of me, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We'll look back on this day 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and we'll talk about how small things were then compared to how big they're going to be in 5 or 10 years. So get excited, get excited, get excited, stay excited. Most importantly, stay excited, stay excited. Pay attention to who's winning, pay attention to who's here, and lock and load, man. Get it rocking, all right? So with that, Dennis, I'll pass it back to you, brother. I appreciate you putting this together, man. It was a blessing, man.
All right, man. Thanks, Julio. Wow. You really hit the nail on the OK， 各位哈，你们觉得这个胡利奥老师的分享棒不棒啊？棒的话，请回复一下，太棒了 ，OK。所以总结一下，你看，24岁加入 Worldventures， 32岁双 IMD100万美金年收入，从纽约一个酒店经理到今天呢，他搬到佛罗里达迈阿密啊，迈阿密的房产是不便宜的，拥有这么美丽的这个豪宅，有自己的私人游泳池，自己私人健身房，开着兰博基尼超跑车，然后呢，还有这个私人电影院在自己的家里，所以呢，这种生活呢，实在是我们所有人都向往的，对不对？那么他8年的时间呢，本身介绍了200个客户，这200个客户就延伸到了10万个客户以上的团队，所以各位，你一定要跟他学习啊！所以我自己呢也觉得，有很多东西要跟他学习的。所以今天真的这个分享真的实在太棒了啊！所以我自己也感受到他的这个能量啊，他是怎么成功的啊？所以成功人士绝对不是侥幸的，各位，绝对是经过了时间的努力啊，还有他的坚持，所以呢，今天他才可以达到这样的一个生活方式。所以才32岁，各位啊，我可能呢今天在听的这个课的朋友呢，有很多都比他的年龄还要大哈，或者甚至比他还小。对，所以他24岁到32岁就完全改变他的人生了。所以，请问你是 A、B 还是 C？A 呢就是 action， 就是现在马上行动，对不对？马上行动就是到你朋友发给你的网站，选择你要商务代表黄金还是商务代表铂金，对不对？好，然后呢，成为我们的经营者伙伴啊，还有我们的会员。如果你是 B 呢，就是说你还需要时间去研究一下，那请你回到约你来听我的课的朋友，跟他沟通，或者呢，你们也可以在这个微信啊，可以加我。那我先在这个聊天功能那边发一下我的这个微信号给大家。然后呢，如果需要问我问题的，你们可以加我这个微信号 ，OK？ 或者呢，你们也可以到这个 Facebook， 然后呢搜索我的这个英文的名字 Dennis Bay， OK？ 脸书。然后呢，你们就可以看到，我们这个每个星期2晚上的这个英语的 Zoom 的这个分享会，然后每个星期3晚上的这个中文的分享会的这个录音跟录影都会在我的 Facebook。然后呢，你们也可以到我的微信呢，可以看到我的这个朋友圈然后呢就可以看到我每周这个分享会的这个录影OK？ 所以你们也可以把这个链接呢发给所有想了解我们这个事业平台跟我们这个旅游俱乐部的这个朋友，发给他们，邀请他们每个星期3晚上都来听我们的课程 ，OK？ 那多了解了之后呢， 让你自己心服口服，然后呢，你再决定要不要加入。OK， 那如果你是 C 角色，就是你是客户啊，那你觉得我只想去参加你的俱乐部，体验一下这个套餐，体验一下这个服务，你可以选择这个黄金或者铂金都可以。OK， 所以呢，不管怎么样呢，你想联系我的话，可以呢到微信或者到 Facebook， 或者也可以发邮件到我这个邮箱。OK， 所以我已经把我的联系方式发给大家了哈，所以有什么问题也可以直接问我啊。那下周星期三，我们的特别嘉宾呢是罗马尼亚，来自罗马尼亚一个小这个很贫困的小镇，这个年轻人，然后呢他很年轻的时候呢就离开这个小镇，到这个罗马尼亚的这个布加勒斯特城市呢去创业，然后经过很多年的创业呢也做得相当成功。但是他发觉他达不到时间跟财务自由，所以他偶然的一个机会呢，就遇到了 Worldventures 在罗马尼亚，然后呢，今天他的人生也完全改变了。所以下个星期三我们邀请到了这个来自罗马尼亚的 Razvan Dinka 老师 ，OK， 所以他的分享也非常非常的棒，好，所以你们一定要准时呢收听。所以下个星期三同样时间同样的频道 ，OK， 我们下周三见啊。那如果呢，你们还要参加公司的大会，别忘记了10月12到14号泰国曼谷啊，我们有这个非常大的 Worldventures 的大会在泰国曼谷，所以通过你的朋友去了解一下怎么注册参加我们泰国曼谷的大会啊。那这个星期5跟6我也会在马来西亚吉隆坡参加星期6的1天的 Worldventures 的区域培训会，所以有马来西亚的伙伴的我们到时见。OK， 各位，所以今天晚上的分享就到这里了哈，所以希望大家可以心想事成哈，万事如意，然后呢一起冲 IMD。OK， 各位我们下个星期晚上见。Let's get high.